What's up, Conkers? Welcome to the Conquer Rundown Podcast Sports Edition. My name is Amanda, and I have two very special guests today, some of my close friends, two boys from the Los Altos varsity football team. Feel free to introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Isaac Dominguez. I'm a junior, and I play receiver DB.
My name is Raul Rubio, and I'm a junior. I play offensive line and defensive line.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming on to this podcast. I really appreciate it. So I want to first start off by saying to our listeners that the purpose of this podcast is to really just grow like our athletes' platforms and to like show their followers, supporters, community, just to get to know them a little better. Cool?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so the first question I have is this past season, what was your guys' record like? Like how did this past football season go?
So our regular during the season record was 2-8, and then to playoffs we just got 1 win in the playoffs. Then we lost in the second round. So yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. Yeah, we made a second round, which was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our first round, we put up a fight. Second round, we did too. Coming back from the halftime, we put up a good fight.
All right. So tell me about your guys' favorite game / memory. I have one, but I'm gonna share that later. What's your guys' favorite game or memory?
Mine's had to be scoring my first touchdown homecoming game against Cal.
Mm-hmm.
And then also the scoring my first touchdown and then intercepting, like getting the game-winning interception to seal off the game.
Oh, that was tough. I remember that one.
What about yours?
I want to say mine was probably against Arroyo. You know, they had me at right tackle that game. It was something different for me, but I knew from my sophomore year how to play a little bit of it. So I felt like I had more fun, you know, just looking at the crowd, everyone all loud, especially because it's playoffs, you know, and yeah, just pancakes on pancakes this season though.
I think one of my favorite games probably was, I think, against San Dimas when you guys got that really big, like last minute tiebreaker. That game was so much fun. My pictures went pretty crazy that day. I'm so happy. All right, let's talk about team chemistry. I know you guys are really close. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's just a whole brotherhood. You know, you feel like everyone's there for each other. Everyone's always trying to make each other better, competing and all that.
Yeah, like in the weight room, you know, whenever like our max is weak, we all support each other, get loud for each other. You know, if they're struggling, we help them, and sometimes they push through and they get it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how did you guys handle stress? Like, you know, back to that that game at San Dimas when it was tied till the very last 4 seconds. Was that stressful, or like how do you guys deal with that?
It's a lot of emotions, a lot of like nerves. Just like the feeling is just unexplainable. It's just like heart's
like,
beating fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta be in the game to know what we're talking about. Like, you know, it's just.
Well, that's the point. Like these people, like obviously these people listening aren't on the field with you guys. So like we wanna like share those emotions and explain how it actually is out on the field. Even though I'm technically on the field, I'm not on the field. It's not the same.
It's just like you heart's beating. You know, you want to make sure everything's right. You want to give enough. You know, for offensive line, you want to make sure you're able to cover enough for your quarterback to throw the ball. Make sure your pulling's right, so your running back can run behind you. And you know, that's how we did it though. San Dimas, Ben, he pulled and Rivas just punched it in for us. Yeah.
Good times, huh?
Yeah.
I love those. I miss football season so much.
Yeah.
I loved working with you guys. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so now that we got to know you a little bit, like on a football level, let's talk more on a personal level. Do you guys have any interests, like, you know, little quirks, like anything?
Damn.
What do you guys like?
I just like working, you know, like, you know, football, getting training and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you just got your first job, right?
Yeah, I got my first job. I don't know if I can say where, but
you can say where.
Oh yeah, at In-N-Out. You know, it's pretty tough to
only family friends listen to this.
to score a job there, but you know, I did it. It was cool. Yeah,
good job. I'm
carrying
proud
on
of
the
you.
tradition.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. My whole family worked there, so it's kind of a tradition, you know.
What are you making? 18?
19 an hour though.
Whoa. What about you, Isaac?
See, I don't have a job, but
It's okay.
well, on my free time, it's honestly just really just like working out with my friends. You know, those are little social interactions. Something I like to do is not a lot of people really know is like I like to go snowboarding. That's one of my
that's
main
cool.
Yeah,
He's tough at that though.
That's cool. Okay, so this question is more for you, Isaac. You do track, right?
I do.
Tell me about that.
It's tiring. It's
Is it?
It's a lot of running, but I'm doing it just to make myself better. You feel it's to make myself better for football, faster, more conditioned. But I'm working through it. It does get tiring at some points. Plus, now it's starting to practice after, and then plus powder puff. I'm here at school the whole day till like 8. So it's a
you're
lot.
working with the powder puff?
Yeah.
We're both powder puff coaches, so
Oh,
it's cool.
how cute. Okay, so I also wanted to talk to you quickly about the Every 15 Minutes project.
Oh, yes.
So the video production was a really big part of that. So we have 3 different viewpoints on this. I was working on it, you were in it, and you were just witnessing it.
Witnessing.
So tell me how that experience was for you.
It was okay. So I was actually in part of the crash. I was someone who got injured, but it felt real. It felt real. Like, even though it wasn't just like the whole, like how they had the ambulance come, the police, how the way they went through it, it felt so real. And I started getting emotional at some point. And then at some point, when we were, what's called at the hotel, we just, they showed us some videos of real life, like accidents. Yeah. And it got deep, and it's something you don't want to experience.
Yeah. Your parents who are really big supporters of mine, I know that parents were also a big part of this.
Yes.
So tell me about them, like what they had to go through too.
It's something you don't want to see as a parent. Like, even your parents, even like my parents, like were like, wow, like that was sort of intense. It's just, as a parent, it's not something you want to see your children go through.
Yeah. So you were like, I guess, witness, just like, you know, all the other kids. How did you feel watching that? Watching it all unfold right in front of you. It
felt like real, you know, like I really thought that, like, especially the part where, well, let me get to the part where how it was seeing the car accident. It just felt real, where the firefighters came and they cut the door off and pulled Isaac, and I forgot who else was in and out. And then they took Cecily in the ambulance. It felt completely real, and the police coming. It was just, I never want to see my friends actually go through that, you know?
That was the scary part, is that, like, was Andrew was a part of it too? Like, people that you see that every single day, that they're getting pulled out of an ambulance. Like, I knew about this project for a while, you know, before everyone else did, and I still got emotional seeing it. Yeah. Like, it's not what you ever expect to happen at all.
And especially because, like, you spent the season with us too, you know, getting close with us, taking our pictures, being on the field with us, you know, it hit a little bit harder.
It did, for sure. It was definitely scary. So one last thing I want to talk about before we end this is, how do you guys balance, like, being an athlete, being a student athlete, and, like, hanging out with your friends and even just family time?
You got to know how to manage your time. You got to set yourself, like, a little schedule. Like, I'm going to do this time, I'm going to do this for this long. When I get home, got to hit homework right away, eat, you know, do a little extra workout. Just all that.
Yeah, you know, it's just, if you can, do your homework in class or even on free time, you know, like, if you have a free period, do it then. Lunch, nutrition, get it done with, so that way you can get home, shower, maybe hit the gym a little bit, and then say if it's like a Friday, you can hang out with your friends, and then, you know, or even like us on the team, we kind of like spend time with each other too, because we come to the field like on the weekends, and that's,
All right. Well, is there any last minute shout outs that you guys want to make before we close off?
Yes. We have two Instagram pages, LAHS football, and then Los Altos football.
Yeah, but the Los Altos one is Los Altos F ball. So if you guys go check that out, it's just type in the F, and, you know. I want to shout out like my
Any
mom.
people? Yeah.
My mom, Amanda, for sure. You taking our pictures,
Yes.
being dedicated with us, going with us every single game.
Thank you.
Like no matter what, we know you had homework, especially it's your senior year. You're working,
Yeah.
going to college, trying to write those letters and stuff, and you still came with us every Friday to go take our pictures.
I loved you guys. You guys, honestly, like both of you played a really big role in like opening up all these doors for me. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I'd be sitting here doing this. I really don't think I would. Because you guys are the ones that put my name out there. I didn't do that. That was all you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Like you stayed up just uploading the pictures, sending them to every single one of us on the team. Like we know that's tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second sometimes I wouldn't even get into the car and I'd get a message from one of you guys.
Yeah.
How did you have your phone out there?
We were excited. We knew they were gonna be tough pictures.
I loved sending those photos to you guys.
But
lots of fun.
I want to shout out Barricade Training on Instagram. That's my trainer I go with for offensive line. So if there's any O linemen out there who want to get some extra work in right there in Pico Rivera, just hit them up. Barricade Training.
I also want to shout out First Down Training, Coach Grant. He's been working with all us receivers, getting us better, feet work, our routes, just perfecting our craft.
Yeah. Also, Trench Dogs. Every Monday, our whole defensive line is meeting with Trench Dogs. We put in that work with him, and yeah, same thing. Any defensive lineman out there, you guys have nephews, brothers, let them know, and real good work with Trench Dogs.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much to all of our listeners. I hope you guys enjoyed. We had an amazing time. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah,
I love working with you guys so much. Feel free to follow my Instagram at Conquer Rundown Sports. I post all of my pictures. Follow us on... Oh, do you guys want to shout out your own personal social medias? Get those followers up?
I shout out my Twitter. It's Raul Rubio62. Same thing for Huddle, and yeah.
I don't have a Twitter, so I'll shout out my Instagram. It's Isaac Dominguez_Jr.
Yeah, give them a follow, you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Come check us out.
Thank you guys again for coming to work with me. I really love working with you guys. Thank you.
Hope you guys are looking forward to this season, though.
Yes.
We're working for it.
Go out and support.
Yep.